Druski just dropped a skit about British actors taking, all the roles in Hollywood.
You promise you go with me now?
Rudy, stop talking like that. You ain't going to no big city. Nas ain't gonna let you.
Yeah, I'm going with or without you.
Rudy, stop talking like that. Stop. Hey, what are you niggers doing over there?
Get out of here.
Hey, what are you doing?
And cuts! Fantastic. I need more American slave, okay?
Like struggle.
Yeah, the struggle.
Sort of like the dialogue, like the back and forth banner.
Absolutely, yes.
See, this role was sort of a bit cheeky. I got a little bit out of my comfort zone, During the filming of this role and this character, I felt oppressed, like an American slave, like a lot of struggle. I studied the art.
A fantastic turnout on the red carpet tonight. And just arriving, we have Samson Dubois at the American Guild Awards.
Samson, you look great tonight.
How hard was it for you to change your accent?
As a little boy from Manchester, I think, I struggle a bit with the dialect, right? But to really get into character for this quite astonishing role that I took on, to say the least, I put it all on the line.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
I'm telling you, nigga, if you fuck with my shit, I'll kill you, nigga. You'll be fucked up. Fuck.
Nigga, we family.
Nigga, ain't no fucking family in this shit. We not family, nigga. Fuck family.
Hey, cut, that's the one.
That was stunning. That was stunning. Great performance, brother. Great performance.
Working with a good London boy, and I bother him all the time. I had a call with the director. It was quite quintessential to the role, and great character development behind it.
I put this fucking bullet in your head, nigga.
I laugh because I'm penniless and a bit quite surreal.
Samson Dubois. Samson, yo, who's the girl? Who's the girl?
What's your next
Samson
movie?
Dubois.
What's your
Samson
next
Dubois.
movie?
Yo, do you think your British accent gets you all the black roles in America?
Come on, bro. Are you serious, bro?
Do you think you're better than them?
Better than who, bro? Black people.
Yeah.
Stop.
And it reminded me of a man that lost his job and then started blaming the economy, blamed the industry, blamed unfair hiring system. And then one day he met the person that replaced him at the job and realized that the guy was doing his job better with fake accent and drinking tea while he was at it, basically. To be fair, I enjoyed this skit. It was incredible. You know what? Shout out to Druski. He always seems to come up with these, crazy ideas. Whoever is writing a script, incredible job that they are doing. Because, see, Hollywood will be casting roles like, hey, we need a man from Baltimore, born and raised, knows the street, has the pain of America in his height, and end up going with someone that is from London that walks in and goes, oh, hey, prof, you're right, man. Alright, something like that. And then the camera turns on and then it transforms itself and sounds like someone that invented crime in New York.
Are you gonna get off his corners? You gonna leave his people be? Or you the one that's gonna find yourself a new plug? You don't mean that shit? The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just cause you don't like the way another talk. Drive, motherfucker!
See, that is terrifying talent. That is not acting anymore. That is identity theft with an IMDb page. And the funny part of this is that you don't even know that they are British until the interview after the movie. You watch the whole movie thinking, wow, this guy is the most believable American criminal I've ever seen. And then after the movie, he gets on the talk show and says something like, yeah, it was quite lovely working on the project. Lovely? Who says lovely? Sir, 3 hours ago, you are selling drugs in Baltimore and emotionally destroying families. And now you're sounding like you are reviewing a score.
Most rappers had, been on the streets at some point, and The Wire represented them. So I was like, grandfathered into the culture, and the rappers and I definitely had a, until they heard me speak. Until it was like, all right, mate, you're fucking amazing, you're right. You're like, Stringer? What? You English, nigga? What?
Accent switch it's a superpower, and that is basically why Druski made the skit work so well, because it's not just about British actors taking all the roles. It's that Hollywood has the funny habit of making British actors play the most American human imaginable, the kind of roles where the character should know what a Waffle House argument smells like, but instead the actor grew up somewhere in Manchester and somehow they still end up nailing the character. And that is the part that makes Americans mad. It's not because they are bad, it's just because they are too good at what they do.
I feel like people always want to hear from you talk about how Black Brits are doing in Hollywood. Obviously, we just recently had that Spike Lee comments about Black British actors taking a lot of American roles and whatnot.
Well-told story. I went to America to work. Feels like it just fuels the debate.
Right.
I don't think there's a debate. There's no debate. Like, come on, acting is for the stage. The stage is made out of wood. It's not made out of ethnicity, and neither is any story. Stories are made from culture. So if I tell you a Chinese story, does that mean the story is less poignant because I'm not Chinese? It doesn't make any sense. So I try not to get into that debate. That's like, lions thinking about what goldfish are thinking. I ain't doing that.
It would be easier for everybody if the British actors were terrible at what they are doing. Then everybody would just relax. Nobody would even bother to be pissed about it because, hey, they suck at it anyways. But then they show up, do the role, do the accent, cry on demand, win an award, then go back to London and say, hey, cheers, mate. That was a lovely one, eh? like you didn't just rob the whole of Atlanta yesterday. And it's honestly impressive. But there's a real debate underneath this joke because people ask, should American stories be played by American actors? Should Black American roles go to Black American actors more often? Is Hollywood overlooking local talent because British actors are classically trained, cheaper, and more polished, or just better at auditioning? And I think that is where a lot of it lies, because a lot of the British actors are classically trained. And most importantly, at the start of their career, they're usually much cheaper than the American actors.
People will say, oh, the Brits are just coming and taking all the American roles.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
Bro, I don't pay no mind to it, man.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, man, when you're auditioning for a job, bro, it's just you in the room. Like,
Facts.
It's not like you're competing with anybody. And, like, there's so many factors that go into you getting the job that is out of your hands.
Yeah.
You're too short, or you're not, we prefer this person, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
The chemistry test.
Yeah.
I think that's the worst part that I've seen sometimes.
There's been times where everyone in the room is guessing you, bro. Like, oh, no, it's yours. Oh, yeah, can't wait to work with you, man. Go home, you're loving it. You're like, yeah. Obviously, I don't like telling people what I'm gonna do or stuff, because I don't wanna not jinx it, but I just, when everything is signed, then boom, cool. But like, you get that feeling going, oh, do you know what? Hopefully, a couple days, agent calls, boom, radio silence. Don't hear nothing. Now you end up trying to, yo, did you get any feedback? Oh no, they went another way. Huh? I remember this actor, Bryan Cranston, the one that was in Breaking Bad. He said the best thing, you do your interpretation, you leave it in the room. You go, you forget about it. And it's true, man. Because after that, it's not in your hands anymore, innit? You know what I mean?
Facts.
Why stress yourself?
A lot of Black actors in America got a little chip on their shoulder towards the UK Black actors, especially in the last 10 years, because they came over here cooking from Idris to all the mother niggas' names I can't pronounce.
And I had to shut my mouth. When that conversation started, I had to shut my mouth.
Because you get the
Because,
reverse.
you know, it's the training, though, over there. They really respect the arts. In London, in Europe.
So I'm glad you said that, because we have this debate all the time. It's specifically about us, like, who are the better actors and who are the better just overall entertainers? Is it Black culture, Black actors from America or UK? Because there is a stereotype that the training when it comes to acting in the UK or over there is better for acting, but when it comes to everything like music and even comedy and things of that nature, we bring it back home.
Did you know that there's a really interesting reason why the UK keeps producing world-class actors? In fact, there's a reason why Hollywood keeps coming back. One of the biggest reasons for this is that unlike the United States, casting in the UK is completely different. And while the US focuses on looks as well as marketability, the UK tends to pull from theater schools. And it's a reason why UK actors don't typically fit into Hollywood's molds. And although things like appearance does matter, it's not the deciding factor in the United Kingdom. And when we talk about talent, the UK has one of the deepest theater traditions in the world. This creates actors that can do Shakespeare in 1 week and Marvel the next. It's a reason why so many British actors are known for their versatility. And in many of these theater schools, they're trained with the same intensity as athletes. And students may spend years mastering stage presence, vocal control, and many other things before stepping stage on any kind of set. You can say that the UK film industry thrives since it values training over looks. And it's a reason why the UK, a country smaller than Texas, has one of the strongest film industries in the world. And it's a reason why so many blockbusters from Star Wars to Harry Potter are filmed in the UK.
But again, can I say that Druski did what good comedy does? It took a real debate and turned it into something you can laugh at without realizing, oh, wait a minute. People have actually been arguing about this for years. because this is not something that is new. People have talked about it with actors like Idris Elba, Daniel Kaluuya, Damison Idris, and others. There's a plethora of them. Not because they are bad actors, but because they are so good at disappearing into American roles that it becomes suspicious. Like, are you sure there's not an American somewhere in there? At some point, you start wondering if the UK has some secret acting lab where they just cook up these actors together and then just deliver them into the Hollywood. Like, yo, there you have it. You ask for a premium actor with American accent that can, fit in any role, and we have delivered. It's almost as if there is a basement in London somewhere that they are teaching people, yo, today you will learn Baltimore pain. Tomorrow, Atlanta confidence. Next week, Chicago trauma. And for your final exam, convince HBO you have never ever seen a roundabout. And again, let me say this, just to be clear, this is not it. British actors are talented. They are very talented. Very, 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 very talented. In fact, annoyingly talented. They come over to the United States, take the accent, take the role, take the award, and then take their mom in the process as well. Meanwhile, American actors are standing outside the audition room like, bro, I was actually born in the neighborhood, And the casting director goes, well, yeah, we know, but can you say water like you're hiding from the queen? Right? You see? You can't. And that's the absurdity of it all.
So I was staying downtown where they put me, and he called me up and he was like, yeah, what's up? It's Dub C. Yeah, I'm gonna be your dialect coach. They wanna call me a damn dialect coach. Anyway, I'm downstairs. This me. What? He's like, yeah, come downstairs. I'm like, how do you know where I live? He's like, don't worry about it, homie. Ain't nothing but a G thing. Click. Oh my gosh, there's a gangster waiting for me downstairs. So I get there, and he's like, what's up, little homie? Jump in, we rolling. I'm like, okay, my South Central for Dummies booklet says we rolling means drive-by, okay. So I get in the car, and thank God it wasn't a drive-by. We're driving out Crenshaw, and he takes me to this restaurant called Popeyes. Yeah. And I've never been to Popeyes before.
Do you know Popeye the cartoon character?
No, I don't.
Oh,
know.
You don't even know Popeye.
So that we're driving there, and I'm like, what's Popeyes? He's like, man, don't ask no stupid-ass questions. Get that biscuit, dip it in the honey, dip it in the honey.
Some dialect coach you've got.
Yes, Mr. Dubsy, yes. I was petrified.
Well, he did a good job, I guess.
Yeah, he transitioned me from a British wimp to an American gangster.
See, Hollywood loves authenticity, but only after it has been professionally polished by someone from overseas. They want real stories, real pain, real culture, but delivered by someone who trained at the drama school and can pronounce aluminium like it's a spell or something like that, like aluminium or something like that. Alamora, or what they say in Harry Potter. You see, it's one of those. Aluminium Alamora. Same shit, and you might see that as a joke, but that's the joke of Hollywood basically, and that's why people are sharing these skits like crazy. Like it's going like a wildfire, because anyone recognizes the pattern. Even if you don't follow acting, you've seen it. You watch a show, love the character, search the actor, and boom, it's British. How the fuck did he become British? That guy who had the fucking American accent. That guy said he was born and raised in Baltimore. How did he become British? Oh well, it is what it is. He's acting.
Oh, this guy.
So I feel.
Wait, this guy's. No way! This the fucking Negro from Get Out. This is one of the blokes? Oh, hell nah. This guy is one of the Mandem? I thought this was like a nigga. Yo, I thought this nigga was from like Compton or something. I thought this nigga was from like Newark. I thought this nigga was from Philly. Yo, this is one of the blokes? Oh, hell nah.
Like racism's more pronounced in America.
You're fucking kidding me. Dog, I watched him on Get Out. I promise you. Get Out. Movie. No fucking way.
It's like finding out that your dog has been earning enough money to pay rent, but then he has not been helping you with the rent. Like you will feel betrayed and somehow impressed. Like, yo, dog, you've been earning this amount of money and you could have just been paying rent with me. And it's like, yo, you know what? You never asked me. And you're like, you can talk to. Damn, I must be tripping on this blunt. Is that what it is? Am I tripping? I mean, you have to be betrayed and be impressed at the same time. And honestly, the British actors, they deserve credit for what they are doing, because doing an American accent is not easy. It's not easy. It's like doing any accent at all is not easy. I am someone with an accent, and I can't get rid of it. It follows me everywhere I go. It's like a bad smell. It's like your shadow basically. Your accent, it kind of follows you. So to be able to learn a different accent and to be able to use those accents, It's impressive. There's an underlying fact in this that I feel like a lot of people don't understand. It's like most of these actors that come from like England to the US and take roles and do these roles, a lot of them have been watching American movies since they are a kid, so they are kind of used to the culture, they are used to the accent, they are used to watching these movies and understanding how the role have been played. And even though a lot of them has also gone to like acting schools and something like that, but a lot of them also are from like immigrant families though. If you check their background and their names and something, like, you realize that they're from immigrant families, so they have learned to fit in a certain way of life, so it's not difficult for them to also adjust and fit in another way of life, if you get what I'm trying to say. And the thing that makes American accent even more difficult is the fact that Americans can't even speak American accent correctly. Yeah, it's a fact. Yeah, I know. You're gonna be like, oh, what do you mean that Americans can't speak American accent correctly? No, Americans can't speak American correctly. See, there are 50 states in America and about 400 ways to say I am tired in America. So how do you think that even Americans understand each other? I mean, they understand each other. It's English. You can understand what the next person is saying. But still, at the end of the day, the accents are different in America. From, you throw a stone and it's a different accent, basically. So when someone from the UK comes and does a specific American accent from a specific American region, it's not easy. That's homework, that's dedication, that's a lot of hours that is put into that. That's basically watching 80 hours of gas station arguments on YouTube. But the frustration is understandable too, because representation is not just skin color. It can also be color or bringing dialect, history, reading, and experience. The Black British actor and the Black American actor can share some things, but they are not the same. They are not the same story. They are not the same people. And that doesn't mean one can't play the other. It just means that the conversation is fair. But internet always does what the internet has always done and done best. It has taken a complicated discussion and turned it into memes. And honestly, sometimes the meme explains the issue better than an essay. So yes, anyway, so British actors taking the roles of American actors. It's interesting. It's an interesting skit by Druski, and it's an interesting conversation to be had also, which, there's a lot to be said about it. But maybe the problem is not British actors. Maybe the problem is Hollywood being obsessed with prestige, training, awards, and safe casting, while local actors have to fight for stories that come from their own backyard. And you could also have the argument that, the British actors are just too powerful and simply needs to be stopped before they play every founding father, every rapper, every cowboy, every president, and eventually you play the role of your dad. I know. A lot of you have your dads missing also. He went to get mute and he's still not back yet. See, there's a lot of British actors out there. They could actually play the role of your dad if you're looking for one. I could be your daddy too. But hey, either way, Druski cooked. He nailed that. And when someone can steal your role, your accent, your award speech, then maybe the real villain is the casting director and not the people that come for the auditions. Because they are just looking for the job the same way you are looking for a job too. They just ended up being the one that, worked hard enough or did the best to get the position. So maybe you should also put more effort into whatever you're doing, or hey, blame it on the directors.